we'll start with this divisional clash on Thursday night football. Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. The story for this one is the weather may not cooperate. We're going to see some pretty powerful wind gusts in Cleveland, likely some precipitation as well. The total was around 38.5, 39. It's been bet down to 36. I've even seen a 35.5 at some spots.
Wow.
The Steelers are favored by 3.5. Sean, first of all, what are you kind of expecting for this one, and who are you going with?
Yeah, no, this could be an ugly one. We'll see, you know how much snow we'll get, but should be a fun one. And I think it's just going to be a more run heavy game plan. So you're going to have a lot of people gravitate towards Najee Harris and Nick Chubb, which should be really good plays. But I'm going to go a little bit under the radar here with Jerome Ford at 4,400. I think he could be sneaky, as the Browns will want to be more run heavy. They probably still want to limit Nick Chubb's workload, as much as they can. He's still coming off a major injury last year. So this is a spot where Ford could see a ton of work no matter what. Plus, he's been operating as the pass catching back. So if the Steelers do get a lead and the Browns are trailing, he's going to get more playing time. And that could happen. The Browns are 3.5-point dogs here. So could see that happening. Plus, if Jameis Winston is dropping back to pass and it's snowing, he's more likely to dump it off to Ford as well. So a lot of outs for Ford here. If he does score a touchdown, that's going to be massive because this game might not have a ton of touchdowns. So if you do get like a lower rostership guy to score here, that's going to be an even bigger boost in a spot like this. So I think taking a backup running back like Jerome Ford here makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it definitely does. We know that the wind can have a negative impact on the passing game, the kicking game. But when you saw the precipitation in there, then it starts to affect the play calling as well. And usually see teams go a lot more run heavy. So we haven't really seen that out of the Browns this year, but they did kind of go back to more of the traditional Stefanski offense around the time Nick Chubb came back. So they're certainly capable of kind of having that game plan in the playbook. And yeah, I'm high on Ford this week, just in fantasy period. I think he's being a little bit overlooked because, all the talk is on, is Chubb back? Is he not back? Is he going to ever get a different workload? Is he going to ever be as efficient? But yeah, Jerome Ford was a pretty productive guy in that committee, kind of just like Kareem Hunt and Chubb for a while, but it never really got to get going because then he got hurt. So yeah, I like Ford, and I think he might have some ceiling games down the stretch for this Cleveland offense.